Hello and welcome back with episode 4 of Plat. At the end of the last episode, I asked if anyone could guess the game from the Platinum Trophy name. The 4th Platinum I earned. Minecraft Story Mode. Please do let me know how many of you were right. In episode 1 we covered Minecraft. Now this game is Minecraft Story Mode, which is a little bit different in terms of playstyle, and I'm sure we'll get into that in a little bit more detail later on. Before we get in too deep, let's have a look at the developers behind the game. Telltale Games. Telltale Games was founded in 2004 in California by Kevin Bruner, Dan Connors and Troy Melander. Apologies on the pronunciation, I'm sure it's not correct. These three guys were former LucasArts employees who worked on their adventure games. You guessed it, point and click. LucasArts deemed adventure games too risky to release and cancelled work on Full Throttle 2. Only just found this out and feel like I'm crying. Honestly, I'm a mess. Damn you, LucasArts. And Sam and Max, freelance police. The three founders were not on the layoff list, but felt it was right to go as they didn't agree with the change in direction of LucasArts. Later that year, they founded Telltale Games. The name of the company was selected by Bruner, as the three of them wanted to focus more around narrative, telling a tale, as opposed to the puzzle aspects of the game. Each their own, but Monkey Island wouldn't have been as fun in my opinion, just saying. Telltale Games has quite an extensive collection of games. Some of the more familiar games focused around the themes of CSI, Back to the Future, Monkey Island, Game of Thrones, Borderlands, Minecraft, and probably the most iconic, The Walking Dead. To be honest, I would probably go as far to say the Walking Dead series of the game was their most successful release. After a great initial success in the earlier years of the company, basically things went to shit. Reworks and rewrites of material were requested from management days before submission, therefore leading to bugs and issues within the game at release. In 2017, Bruner stepped down as CEO. Some say that it was actually voted out by the board of directors. This doesn't bode well, as Bruner actually filed a lawsuit against Telltale Games a year later. In 2018, staff were laid off and told that they were to leave within 30 minutes. They got no severance pay, over here we call that redundancy, and their healthcare cover had a limited time remaining. Roughly about 250 people were laid off, leaving a skeleton team of 25 to complete prior commitments. All a bit shit really. Well, this cabinet isn't going to open its bloody self, is it? Right, where's my hammer? Ah, found it. Minecraft Story Mode. Anyone played it? It's quite fun actually. It takes aspects of the Mojang initial game, but makes it into a story. The game focus is around the main character, Jesse, accompanied by Gabriel the Warrior, Elagard the Redstone Engineer, Magnus the Rogue, Soren the Architect, and Ivor the Potion Brewer and Enchanter. The setting of the game is in the overworld. Jesse knows nothing, as an inexperienced resident who sets off on the journey with the team to find the Order of Stone. Sounds intriguing, no? There are multiple settings of the game, and actually visit the Nether and the End. Those familiar with these settings will understand that these are quite difficult to access within the original Minecraft game. The thing that Telltale did well was the choice of direction the player can take, effectively changing the direction of the game and the story. The game is split into episodes very similar to a TV series. Lots of cliffhangers keeping the player interested. The total number of episodes is 8. Not a huge amount, but drastically more than Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, which only has 5. This could be because of the shit going down with Telltale Games. I'm not 100% sure on that. As for the game itself, it's effectively a point-and-click graphic adventure. The player is to collect items, solve puzzles, and lots of talking. Lots of talking. To determine what to do next in the story. Bit of figure it out stuff going on in here. The game is totally PG, unlike other Telltale titles, which do include emotions and even death. Minecraft Story Mode has a total of 51 trophies. This does include 2 DLC packs, so the base game has a total of 33 trophies, 32 not including the Platinum. You know the drill by now. The difficulty rating for this game on psnprofiles.com is 1 out of 10. There is one sole main reason for this being there is only 4 missable trophies. All other trophies are acquired by just playing the game. I mentioned earlier about Telltale Games having different routes that can be taken. This does not always seem seen as face value. Although the choices can be made, the story still has a linear pathway, therefore enabling all the main trophies to be acquired in a single playthrough. There are games in my cabinet, which we will get to, that do not follow this rule, and they can be an absolute ball ache. Let's have a closer look at the problematic trophies I encountered. Not many stand out, but one in particular, if I had to pick, would be the trophy entitled That's Some Pig. It's not too hard, but it is missable, which we do not like. All we have to do is talk to the pig over and over again to exhaust the dialogue. Simple, but also very missable, if you do not know that is a thing. The trophy list is not shared across the multiple platforms in the PlayStation ecosystem. Final thoughts on this game. Although it is a very good story and having it split into episodes is a nice touch, as it means you can do an episode here and there. However, the cliffhangers kept me wanting more, and eventually I got a bit burnt out by this game. It turned into a bit of a slog towards the end, and I just wanted it done. This is my 4th ever Platinum. They're starting to pile up now, aren't they? As this was my first Telltale Platinum game, it does hold a very special place in my heart, but that's about it. I would recommend this title to people, but I might also add that there are better Telltale games out there, in my opinion, which we will be, for a fact, touching on later episodes. So there we have it. We are at the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with Platinum number 5. If anyone has any comments or would like to be involved in this podcast, please do let me know. I can be found on Twitter under ihenpie. Drop me a message and I'll be happy to respond. So once again, thank you for your time, and I look forward to making episode 5, where we have a look at one of my favourite Platinums I have ever achieved. Goodbye for now. Bye!